how to handle problems in life. So there are people who say, nip it in the nip it in the bud. Nip the problem in the bud, right? When the problem becomes big, you nip it. So to nip the problem in the bud, you should have the ability to find the problem in the bud, right? If you know if you know it will give you a problem, you have to be able to find, if you have a sharp mind to find this is going to give rise a problem. Otherwise, how can you nip in the bud? Right? You should be able to see, oh, this is the problem, this is beginning of the problem, how to stop the problem, and you have to be able to take care of the problem. Most of the time, or very often, we don't have that ability because we learn by experience in life. Right? See, because everything in life is first time. You are only one time marriage experience, no? To nip it in the bud, nip it in the bud. If you have experience, you can nip it in the bud. But when you have always all experience, your first child is the first experience. So when you don't have experience, how can you? I mean, I'm not saying child is a problem or marriage is a problem. What I'm saying is many things we do in life always have one experience. Okay. If you have multiple experiences, then you probably nip in the bud. You can find the problem and solve it because you have multiple times. But many times, whatever happens in our life is only first time, right? So we don't know the solution. First of all, we don't even know the problem. Correct? If there is a repetition, probably we can find, oh, this is going to be a problem because there is an experience. You look at your life, many times everything what happens in your life is first time. You don't have experience. How can you nip it in the bud when you don't know that there is a problem going to come because you don't have experience? Correct? So there is a situation there. Now you think that there could be a problem. Then you take experience of the people who have experienced. Right? You don't have experience. Try to find out from somebody who is experienced and try to solve the problem. But difficulty in life is every problem in our life is so specific and so unique to us. You cannot find an expert who has a solution. And many times the expert who gives the solution, the solution will not apply to the problem. The question is, to nip a problem in the bud, do you have the wisdom? Okay? Very often we land up in a situation where we don't have the wisdom to find a problem in the early stage. Most of the time, we'll start noticing the problem when the problem has come to some level of already the seed has become a plant and plant has become a tree. If you recognize at the plant level, at least you can do some correction. But if it becomes a tree, it's very difficult to do correction. Correct? And many times, what will happen, there are a lot of unseen circumstances come in life where we don't have control. So how do we handle life? Right. Very often, the problem which we have created, problem which we face in life is not a problem. It is our mental concept that there is a problem. There are no problems in life. There are only challenges in life. So the moment you call the problem as a challenge as a problem, you are already creating a mental block. The moment you say it's a challenge, it is there something for you to overcome. The problem is a roadblock. A challenge is a road hump. Is there a difference between roadblock and road hump? In the roadblock, you don't know how to proceed. In the road hump, you know how to proceed. Right? So you have traveled in Indian roads. And road has lot of road humps and pitfalls. Do you stop because there is a road hump? Stop anywhere? No. Why?
We have so many.
Because there are so many road humps are there. You know the destination. When you know the destination, no road hump can stop you. Because I have to reach that place. Right? This is my destination. Then, whatever road hump comes, you will find a way to go. And nothing will become a roadblock for you. Even if you find a roadblock, you will find another road to go there. Okay? So, road hump is a challenge, roadblock is a stopper. Do you have problems in life or challenges in life?
Challenges.
There are only challenges in life, because if you don't know that the life is a challenge, life is a set of challenges, you take every challenge as a roadblock and you stop working. I don't know what to do. Okay. What is the difference between challenge and a roadblock is your clarity of the destination. If you know the destination is clear, you will overcome all challenges, all roadblocks and reach there. The question is not about a problem or a challenge. The question is, do you know your destination? Do you have a destination in life? Or do you have just a milestone in life? You have a milestone in life. I have to get married, it's a big milestone. I have to have a child, this is a big milestone. What is life? Do you have a destination? Is life going to a destination, or road is going from milestone to milestone? If you are going from milestone to milestone, every hump will look like a block. If you know the destination, every block will look like a hump. Every problem will look like a challenge, not a roadblock. Do you have a destination in life? The life is moving towards
Death.
life is moving towards death, but before that, I have to attain peace, eternal happiness. I have to be blissful. I have to achieve the peak of human life. The peak of human life, or what you call as what I can make human life, how I can make my life beautiful, is what is called self-realization, or knowing my own nature, Atma Jnana. So, was that destination anywhere clear in the mind? Somewhere? Okay. Not only I have to make my life beautiful, I have to make life of people in and around me beautiful. I have to share happiness and bliss. If you don't have clarity, you will share only misery and unhappiness. Every problem you create into misery. Every problem you create into roadblock. And not only roadblock, you start thinking that every problem is a misery. Right? Because you don't know the destination. You don't have clarity. The clarity is, I have to be peaceful, I have to be blissful, and my nature is Atma. I can attain that. I have to focus my attention on positive things rather than worrying about negative. Then you will spend enough time, quick time for what is solving the problem, and then go for back to your self-realization. Atmano mokshartam jagaditaya. To realize myself and serve the world, share the bliss with the world is the purpose of life. If this purpose is not clear, we end up in not only misery, every problem we blow up. Okay, every problem to blow up in such a proportion that a small problem becomes very big. Actually, the problems are not big. We create such a big problem around that. Every small thing we make it big. Okay, so we have to bring peace and happiness to everybody. That should be our problem. Is just there's no problems actually. We have to just bring peace and happiness to all the people concerned. I have to bring peace and happiness to myself. Is it possible? It is possible. So you don't have the ability to recognize a problem in the bud. The problem has become big. Now what to do? Every problem has a solution. A full solution or partial solution. Most of the time, when the problem is big, we don't have full solution, we have a partial solution. So then don't worry about the problem, start looking at the solution. Okay, this is the problem, what is the solution? You can worry about the problem or you can think about the solution. The difference between the solution and worrying about the problem is two. If you are worrying about the problem, always you are thinking that solution will come in the future. The solution is not in my hand, it will come in the future. That's called worry. Or you can blame about the problem. Oh, this person created the problem. You can always blame. There is always somebody to blame. Okay? So you can always, that's about the past. So if you don't blame somebody, or if you don't worry about somebody, you say, I am responsible. What I can do? Then you are focusing on the present. Focus on the present. Now sometimes the problems are such that there is no solution in the present. Or there may be only 10 steps are there, only one step you can implement. So implement that one step and forget it. Tomorrow the second step will come, then do it. So always convert the problem into action. Not a blame, not a worry. Focus on the solution. Solution means action. Action means today. Okay. So now also what happened, the problem may be so complicated, there may not be full solution, there may be partial solution. So partial solution is partial solution. Implement it. But always focus on what I can do today rather than what will happen tomorrow. Rather than blaming somebody, rather than worrying about somebody, rather than worrying about the future. Just ask simple question, what I can do. I am a responsible person. That's all. And whatever you can do, do it. And the moment you do it, the problem is out of your mind. If the problem is still in your mind, you have not done effective action. You are wasting your time either blaming or worrying, which is not true. The moment the problem stays in your head, you are not in the present. You are not action focused. You are not solution focused. Is it clear? Any questions? Our life should be always about the present. Our life should be about action. Our life should be focused on Atma Dhnana, bringing the bliss in my life and bliss in everybody else's life. If you are deviating from that, life is a mess. And there are no problems in life, there are only challenges in life. And every challenge in life is there for you to overcome. And the moment you overcome that, your inner strength grows. The life throws up different challenges as inner strength. A kid goes to a school and the teacher gives a problem. Is the purpose of the teacher to harass the kid? It gives a stronger and stronger problem to bring out strength in the child. That's how the more spiritually evolved you are, the more tougher challenges will come to you. So to bring out the inner strength. The teacher likes the bright student and she gives the tougher challenges to the bright student. Right? So don't worry about the challenges. Overcome them. There are no challenges which are a roadblock. This world is a university. Okay? It's a university. You know what is university? Uni means one, versity means verse. Verse is that, what do you call it? Verses. English verse and prose, no? Here you have come to learn. And this is a beautiful university. In your university, lessons are first and test is next. Here in this university called life, test is first and lessons next. And every time the test will come in different shapes. Every time it's a new. So don't worry on problems. Focus on solutions. Solutions means action. Action means today. Stop worrying about the future. Stop blaming somebody and say, I am responsible, what I can do. Any questions?